Well, hey everybody, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to my craft room. Today we are doing a craft along project for the month of August. Which one am I gonna wear? We're making these marquee wire wrapped rings. And so in the August kit, you can expect at least one grooved labradorite cabochon in your craft along kit. And so I'm going to be showing you how to wrap them, as well as you'll be getting a spool of 20 gauge wire. And well, that's pretty exciting too, I think. And so we're just using 20 gauge. We're going to cut two 14-inch lengths of 20 gauge wire. Well, hey Samantha, how's it going? How have you been? Welcome on in. We are going to be doing some wire wrapping today, but I just wanted to go over the materials that we're going to be using. So again, well, that one, the lid's all busted through. Not the lid, but hey. Yeah, so 20 gauge wire, that's the American wire gauge. I'm not entirely certain what it is in chicken nuggets or whatever. So, well, hey Kelly, hey Katrina, how are y'all doing today? We're using 20 gauge wire, and you could use, well, it's backwards. Okay. You can get yours from parawire.com or Rio Grande, or you could use Sterling Silver or something. I do recommend testing out or trying out the project in like copper or craft wire first, and then going from there. Can't wait to see what you have planned. Ooh, well, let's get right into it because I'm also making these for in our booth for at DragonCon, which is closer every day. So let's go ahead and get started. And I do hope that I can be helpful to you guys. There is a link to where you can get your own kit down in the video description, or backtoearthcreations.com/join our club. We also have we have the monthly subscription for the craft along kits, but we also have a single time purchase where if you just want to try out one, then that might be just the thing for you to do. Oh, Kelly, I'm doing really well. My shoulder's hurting me, but I've started a new isometric tendon training physical therapy. So I'm really excited about that, but it's just too soon to be able to have gotten any results yet. So just coffee and ibuprofen and water is going to get me through my day. So, yeah, let me. Also, the heat broke yesterday. It's going to be hot again today, but oh my God, we had the windows open. We had the windows open on the first day of August, you guys. I still ended up turning the AC on in the afternoon, but still, it was amazing. But we'll flip this around. This is our first of two live streams today. We're going to be live streaming here from 11 a.m. So I'm running a little late until 1 p.m. And then we're going to be live streaming on kick.com/Back to Earth Creations from 3 until 6 p.m. And over there, we're going to be working on those dragon heads. And maybe some leather tooling. We'll see. So here I have 4 already set up, and I was going to wrap these 4 cabochons. But what we've done, and I am going to be putting together a whole tutorial, actual video, for this. But let's see, maybe could that be a good ring? That's kind of big, but it might be phenomenal. Yeah. So I had wrapped this one as a little demo, so I'm just going to snip it off. And that was with 22 gauge wire too. Is that in my coffee now? Oh, better drink the coffee before I get more beads in it. Well, how have you been doing, Kelly? And so y'all get to pick. Should we wrap this bonus one that I'm going to start from scratch? Because I had already kind of prepped these ones just to get some work done. Should we wrap this cabochon in silver, bronze, or copper? First one to answer is the one I'll do. Ooh, it could look good in any of them, really. Hey, Jenny Jax, how's it going? Ooh, in copper? Okay. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Oh, sorry, Jenny. Copper already came through first. We'll do a bronze one next, though. So, again, this is 20 gauge wire. Samantha says, I love them all. I'm so glad. What are y'all working on today? Have you been keeping busy or taking it easy? Sometimes being busy, taking it easy is the best thing to do. So I'm cutting 2 lengths of 14 inches. Also, I don't know how, but I gave myself a little boo-boo right on my hand. And it's just the worst because, like, it's in right in that, like, little crevice of, like, my hand folds. It's making me wild. Taking it easy. Nice. It's Randy and I have been treating it like we have 2 full-time jobs. One of the full-time jobs is working. And then the other full-time job is taking it easy. Hey, Holly, how's it going? Wow, Jenny says finally back to making jewelry after wrist surgery. Ooh, have you gotten like your doctor's clearance and stuff? Are you doing some like stretches to warm up? So I'm going to come to, we're coming now, to the very center of our wire. And then I'm going to go off to the edge a bit by like 1/2 inch or so. It's this is more an art than a science, you guys. And then I'm going to get a little bit of a twist started. I just want to be holding that wire stable, and then I'm going to twist once, twice, thrice, and 4. So you can see it was kind of weird at first, but then it started acting right, so that's okay. Ooh, Kelly says I've been wrapping cabs and getting pictures of my jewelry. Samantha says I love that approach, right? We should take resting just as seriously as we take our productivity. Jenny Jack says, I do a lot of stretches in therapy. Had the right wrist done, but not the left. My dominant hand. Gotcha. Any advice for the rest of us? Okay, so now I've bent this off into where it's straight like this, just perpendicular, so like little 90-degree bends. In fact, we could totally use some flat nose pliers to really give ourselves... Yeah, it's right where my pliers sit. That's not annoying at all. Well, hey, Giovanna, how's it going? Ooh, Holly says, I just finished a wrap heavy cab setting. Nice. And so I want to set this right into the... You can see these cabochons, which I'm going to be sending out at least one grooved labradorite. I'm not certain what shape. It may be marquee, it may be teardrop, it may be oval, it may be round. In each of the kits this month, and that's the $15 kits as well, you guys, because we love our 15ers as well. Very, very hot. Oh goodness. Jenny says, advice to crafters, watch your tendons. Right on. That's wild, Jenny. I've just started doing like physiotherapy intentionally towards strengthening my tendons, which is very exciting. Like, I am so hopeful that through practice and patience and diligence, I'll be able to heal my body. But Holly says, but now I was late, so I missed the kit items. Well, how do you mean? I'm just listing it off here for you now. Like, I haven't shown any of the other cabochons or anything from the kits. You'll be getting some 20 gauge wire. Like, we're going to do a full video, Holly, so don't you worry a bit. Well, hey, Nancy. Says, new to chat. I love how you teach in your energy. Oh, well, that makes me really happy. Thank you for saying so. I do hope that I can be helpful to you. So if you have any questions or anything, just holler at me. Ooh, Katrina says, currently working on marketing materials for my Oracle talismans. That sounds cool. But I mostly just went to sleep some more. Oh, sleep is so good. Symptoms started in both wrists, radiating through the forearms. Sharp burning sensation would wake me up at night. Oh, man. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to do a twist. Just one to start with. And then we could use it hurts on my little hand boo-boo to use pliers, so I'm just going to be using my fingers as much as anything today. I just want to make sure that those wires, whenever we tighten things down, are going to actually be settling into the groove. 3, 4, and now it's unavoidable. I'm going to have to use pliers. We can use our pliers to just start twisting this down and in. And again, I want to make sure that that wire is nestled into our groove. And then I like to use my nylon jaw pliers to just get up on there and just make sure that it's really kind of burnished in. And there we whoop, 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 just rubbing it on in. And I just love that. And now we're going to come back to, this side's nice and tight. This is the first side we had done. So I like to like splay it open so it's like a TIE fighter. And then I'm gonna grab right there, and then I'm just gonna twist it down just a little bit more. And then there we go. Oh goodness, Kelly. Oh, Kelly says, how do you get the kits? I don't see them on your website. It's oh, let me show you. This would be a great opportunity to demonstrate that. Let me open up a browser. Let me go to back to Earth Creations.com. Okay, so this is our website. And up here across the top, you can click Join Our Club. And there's more information there, but here's all of our subscriptions, as well as I need to update this because it's a new month, and I'm just, with the move upcoming, things have been kind of wild, so I'm very excited about that. But I'm also falling behind in just about everything. So or you can click Bead Shop and Kits, and these are the one-time purchase, and again, we've got more of the craft along projects there for you that go along with each of the kits. You know, we just one video per month usually, but I hope that that's helpful to you. Holly says, order now so you will always get your goodies first of the month. Right on. Hey, Kitsune, how's it going? Have you ever had a cab crack because of over-tightening the wire? I have had cabochons chip whenever I get in there, and like if the wire will chip like a little flake off or something. Usually it'll be like I'm twisting and it's here at the tip, because cabs are very fragile. If you go inside the metal, let's zoom in so we can get a better look at this. If I went in and then twisted, it would be very easy to break the cabochon. So you do want to be careful. Wow, Holly says, I have done that. You've broken it. Wow. Well, hey, Mama Kay, how's it going? She says, oh my, I just ordered 3 cabochons just like those yesterday's. Well, phenomenal. You'll be all set and ready for this month's craft along project. And so there's that one with these wires coming off to the sides. Now let me go over real quick the tools. These are predominantly the only tools that I'm using today. And these are round nose pliers, wire snips, nylon jaw pliers, flat nose pliers, bent nose pliers, and a ring mandrel. Unfortunately, we are not able to provide ring mandrels in the kits, but we do have, if you get our free newsletter, we have a list of like links to all the different tools and materials that we're using in this video. My nose tickles because I'm furring my moon rabbit. Oh, Kitsune. Do you have a wire wrapping tutorial? Well, we've got a whole bunch of them. Is there something in particular that you're looking for? So with this one, whenever I make jewelry for us to sell out of our booth, I like to make it to the largest setting as what I can, because it's a lot easier to resize something down than it is to have to rewrap it there in the booth. Oh, I do too, Giovanna. Doing the custom thermoplastic handles was really nice because I just wanted, my pinky wanted to participate. Gotcha, Holly. Yeah. Speaking of elbows, I'm gonna get ahead of it and use my emotional support banana. Um, wee, to just put my over here on the table because it helps me to stay in frame. I put my elbow on it. Oh, it's the little things in life. But yeah, we've got a whole wire wrapping playlist. We've got over like 1,000 videos here on YouTube. So it's everything from wire wrapping, polymer clay, chainmail, leather working, all sorts of stuff. So now the next step is I'm just wrapping, here you can see from the inside. I'm trying to keep the wires parallel to each other. And again, for the sake of making it easier on the camera to see what's going on. There's a mosquito. Of course there's a mosquito in the house. So the pliers that I'm currently using, I'm just going to have hanging off the edge. Oh, just a basic wrapping tutorial. Yes, I highly recommend, and you can actually find it at our website. Let me pull that back up again. So if you go to our website and you click tutorials and click wire wrapping, this will take you to where you can watch without any ads. We have 7 wire wrapping masterclasses, and this is the order that if I were to go back in time and reteach myself wire wrapping, this is the nugget of information into the order that I would present it to myself. Now, the important part is to actually practice along. It's fantastic to watch a tutorial, but to practice along with it is going to give you so much more hands-on experience. And so by the time you've finished the 7-lesson wire wrapping masterclass, you'll be able to follow, and my hope was at least that folks would be able to follow anybody's wire wrapping tutorials, whether it's a video or whether it's a like written tutorial that maybe you got on Etsy or something. But yeah, it's that would be the place to start. If you've never picked up pliers or wires before, my hope is that that wire wrapping masterclass will be helpful to you. Oh, Samantha says the rubber covers came off of my pliers and I used polymer clay to cover them. They are so much more comfy now. Oh, that sounds cool. Karen Marquetta says, how can I cancel my subscription so I can redo it so money comes out earlier? You could send us an email and we will help you to take care of that. Okay, so now we have it so that the wires are staying parallel to each other and just wrapping around. And I want to really snug this up against the wire that's coming out of the side of the bead, or out of the cabochon, on both sides. And I'm just going to wrap underneath and then around, and I'm stacking it kind of underneath those other wires. Yeah, the best way to get better at any kind of craft is to just start doing it. Let yourself be terrible. Let yourself be new and just have fun with it. Because you will get better with practice, but you know, we gotta crawl before we can walk, and we're gonna fall a few times before we're running and jumping and doing our thing. And so I'm just gonna wrap around there on the side, and I'm gonna do it a little slower on this side because Ooh, Nancy says, thank you. I've started chainmail and I'm loving it. I've been watching your channel, chainmail tutorials, and they're wonderful. Oh, excellent. Chainmail is so much fun and goes well, I think, with wire wrapping. Hybrid pieces are one of my favorite things, so I love doing a little bit of everything. Oh, Holly says, Karen, send her an email to cancel and go ahead and reorder. That is what I did. Right on. And so now we have that locked down, and it's okay if that little twist that we did initially was all goofy looking, because it's covered. It's covered now. We don't have to worry about it. And so now we're going to take the wire that's closest to our cabochon, and I'm going to bring it around. And the more you practice, the more you'll be able to start to get a hang of like how that wire is starting to twist and bend. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the project. You've got this. And I want to see, let's do some big boy spirals. And so here you can see the wire started to kind of tuck behind the spiral. So I'm just going to get my pliers in here, and I'm like, not today. I want those spirals sitting next to each other. We have a whole wire wrapping masterclass just on spirals. So if you're struggling with them or they aren't looking the way that you want, practice. Check out that masterclass. It's free, and you can watch it without ads on our website. I just get so frustrated. It's like, just let me watch the thing. Show me Big Monster. And it's just so much nicer not having to sit through YouTube ads, I'm going to say. Before I finish off this side, I want to make sure I can make it match on the other side. But yeah, whole masterclass on, which it's like an hour-long tutorial on just making spirals, and it's a great way to get some practice in. So much of wire wrapping, I think, is just creative problem solving. And so it's almost like I plan on things going awry. It's more fun when they do. Like, it's more productive when they don't, but it's lots of fun whenever it's like, oh, heck, what's happening here? So now let's grab our round nose pliers, and I'm going to trim this side down to match the other side. And you could measure if you like with like a ruler. I'm just going to eyeball it. And then we're just coming through. And again, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, do please let me know, because I hope to be helpful to y'all. It's wild. We have a really big move from Missouri to Alabama on the horizon, and it feels like I'm waiting to wake up, because things have been going actually just as good as they possibly could so far. And I feel like it's because of y'all and everybody who's been so supportive to our YouTube channel and to our small business. Ooh, the washer and dryer is ready to swap over. And anything that I can do to give back to y'all would just make my day. Well, hey Owl, how's it going? Hope your day is wonderful. It's off to a pretty good start. Kelly says, is this stream going to be available later? It is, Kelly. All of our YouTube streams stay up. And we had some thoughts about like archiving some of the older ones to where they're just available for YouTube channel members, but that's a lot of work. I think I'm just going to leave them up free for everybody. And I really appreciate all of our YouTube channel members. I just wish I were better at, I hope people don't feel gypped, you know? But it's, so the wire, hey Jerry, we are using 20 gauge, and it's not quite dead soft, but it's definitely closer to dead soft than it is half hard. We get it from parawire.com, and it's fantastic because it's not going to tarnish or turn my skin green. And I've been using this stuff since I think 2010. Holly says, when are the super craft boxes going to get listed? I don't know that they are, Holly, because we're still giving them away in our kick streams. Baby,
How much longer does that
look
need to
at
be?
that. Oh, that's sharp. I like that. This needs to be, I'd say, about 2 inches longer, but let me measure.
About 6 more units.
Yeah. There you go.
There you
Randy's been busy weaving some chainmail. We are in the thick of DragonCon prep. But yeah, we're still giving away super mega craft boxes in our Kick live streams for our subscription goals as well as our top chatter. And we're actually running out of stuff. So I don't know if we're going to be listing them. I'm just going to keep them as giveaway items. Well, hey, Melisandre, how's it going? Oh, Nancy says, I'm so excited for you, but that is a lot of work. Are you going to continue your channel from Alabama? 100% I'm going to be. I'd do this even if I won the lottery, y'all. I'd come and hang out with you guys and make some jewelry because I'll be damned if I leave my house. Like, I love hanging out in my craft room with you guys. So, oh, well, that's, Holly, you just got to come and hang out. It doesn't happen if you're not there to win. So this is how the ring looks, but now let's resize it. So the way that I'm going to do the resizing is I'm just going to come in and I am going to do a bend. Let's see, I'm holding it with my round nose pliers like so. I'm going to go like boop, up like that, and then I'm going to grab it on this side, and I'm pushing the outermost wire kind of inwards a little bit. And then we're going to come in here and boop. And it's going to look a little weird to start with, but that's okay. That is okay. And then I'm going to come up like that. And this is where I like to put it back onto the ring mandrel. I like to squeeze these 4 wires like together. And then we're just going to slide it on down the ring mandrel. And see, if you have the top wire be on the outside, then it sits a little prettier than if it's stacked on top. Melisandre says, I'm melting. It's so hot and humid here. Oh no. Oh, do you have air conditioning, I hope? Or at least, at the very least, fans and stuff on you. Through the humidity, I find it, if I don't have access to air conditioning, just keeping as many fans on me and being in the shade and just being nice and still, it's a good time to get in some naps. And I'll just put an ice pack like on my back. Just wherever I most want the ice pack, or like feet in some cold water helps a lot too. And so that way it's adjusted and it fits. And I like that. That's a really big one. And if we wanted it much smaller, oh yeah, whenever we were doing a lot of outdoor vending, especially in the summer, some of those street festivals, we'd just sit there and swelter all day. But then like at 6 or 7 o'clock, the customers would come. And but we had to be there through the heat of the day, so we had all sorts of tricks for keeping ourselves from getting heat stroke. But I would still just get, so the heat just saps the energy right out of me. All right on. Well, you're good, Holly. And we're still giving them away this month too, so maybe you'll have better luck and less migraines this month. But I like to go ahead and resize the rings in this manner because our finger ring displays, they need like a small ring size for the ring to look well displayed on the display. But then whenever whoever wants to buy it, we just whoop and bring that back up to size. If something gets smushed out of alignment, I always bring my pliers with me to shows and stuff. But oh, you don't like air conditioning. Wow. The first time it was like 90 degrees, I was like, I love air conditioning. And so you can see it just sizes up quite nicely. Let's wrap another one. I think it was bronze was the color that was requested second last time. So I'm just going to set all my stuff off to the side. And I already have it prepped. And again, we will be having like a whole separate tutorial. So if you missed the first step earlier in today's live stream, then oh yeah, pickles. Pickle juice for sure. All right. And so I'm just going to bend this off to the sides. And then I'm going to do a little marquee on this one. And I'm going to nestle. Now this does work with a coin-shaped bead, where instead of wrapping the wires around, it just goes through. And so I'm just going to line it up as best as I can there to the center. And then I'm just going to be bending these around. I like it when the wire that's on top is closest to me. And so I'm just going to nestle that in there. And it's okay that there's a little bit of looseness right there on the side because we'll be tightening it up. I'm going to zoom in on that. Yeah, dehumidifiers are really nice. Whenever we lived in southern Tennessee, it was often necessary to have an air conditioner going as well as a dehumidifier to keep the house from growing mold from the humidity. So I don't know, maybe I should be envious of y'all's climate. It seems like such a luxury to be able to be like, oh, I don't like air conditioning. It's like we'd have heat stroke, like if we didn't have air conditioning. And so you can see my twists aren't matching on the sides. It's fine. It is not the end of the world. Like my mother actually moved up to Michigan because even with air conditioning, with her medical conditions, she'll break out in hives and stuff. Atlanta needs AC. Yes, it does. But she'll break out in welts and like I don't know if it's COPD or what, but the heat will make it to where she can't breathe. So air conditioners like saved my mama's life. Ooh, Holly says, I have issues getting my groovy cabs to hold onto the cab to have a second wrap around front and back. Okay. Are you doing this wrap with me or is it a different wrap? Getting my groovy cabs to hold onto the cab. Have to add a second wrap around the front and back. I wonder how I'll be able to be helpful to you on this one. What gauge wire are you using? Ah, doing the sun ones. Okay. If you want to take a picture of what you've got going on, Holly, and send it to me in an email, I may be able to troubleshoot a little more for you. But good job on the creative problem solving of doing the second wraps on the front and back. I think we got 24 gauge for those. I think there was a second wire size though, wasn't there? You should have gotten 2 spools that month. Well, hey, Gray. Yeah, the 18 gauge. Okay. Okay. Yeah, send me some pictures. That way I can see what you're talking about. And so here I'm just tucking these wires behind like this. And then just trying to get them to sit pleasantly next to each other as we wrap around. And then I'm going to do a second wrap. Again, trying to get them to sit. It's like if I think of the wires like a flat ribbon that I want to keep flat and keep it from like twisting. So I just hold them very intentionally next to each other and bring them around. And again, if they get twisted, not the end of the world. Oh, hey, baby. Oh, yeah, that's actually, it's a little big.
It fits me.
Okay.
I can always make it shorter.
Yeah, you can always resize it. So that's fantastic. I like that design. It's got a really nice stretch to it. What ring size is that?
Tacky.
Okay.
I don't
Is
know.
it from those overstock rings in the tray?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I need
very
the
cool.
color of our ones that we buy.
Gotcha. All right. So I just love the way, pardon me, I just love the way that that looks by its own self. And so now from here, I'm going to prepare the wires by curving them like so, and then feeding it through. Gotcha, Giovanna. Oh, my fat sweats all the time. I don't know. But everybody's different though. But good luck to everybody in all this heat. I'm looking forward to winter already. But yeah, in that twisting around, I want to make sure that I don't get my ring band wires twisted. So I'm just holding it like this. Hey, Persimmon, how's it going? It's a good day. It's a real good day. Off to a good start. I did some gardening this morning, gave Z-Dog a bath, and oh my God. He used to not like baths because he's like, no, I want to be stinky. But we got the water temperature just right, and we make him like a bubble bath with his like antifungal so his feet can soak. And he just sat down and he was like, oh, my old bones. Like, it couldn't have been any more of like, all he needed was like a folded up warm towel on top of his head. And he had his eyes shut, just like, oh, we gotta get that dog a hot tub. Right? Oh, I'll be complaining about the cold before too long. It is the way. But yeah, just trying to make sure I can keep everything. And when in doubt, just give it a good old squish. I'm just coming in here and really, I'm not chewing it up with my pliers. I'm just giving it one solid squish. And if you're worried about your wire getting chewed up, you could use your nylon jaw pliers. Z got the spa treatment this morning. Yes, he did. And then we washed him with his hot spot. Because, like, he's just, whenever he gets all hot and stuff, he gets miserable and starts chewing on himself. So he's been wearing this cone like he's cosplaying as a lamp. Holly says Florida is just finishing the preheat phase of August. For the preheat phase, August to October is our hottest time. Oh man, Holly, good luck to y'all. Hey Annette. Oh, well, thank you so much for saying so. This project that we're doing today is no, I only twist one of them. August's Craft Along project. We're sending out some grooved labradorite cabochons in the kits. Oh, really poor babies. Yeah, Ember. I don't know if you can see. Let me flip this around. Ember has taken up residence. She has her fan, which we function off of. The whole downstairs is cooled by one window unit that's like that away in this room. But there's my Ember kitty. She's in her camping chair with her fan blowing on her and her little footstool so she can climb up. Oh, there she is. She knows we're talking about her. I gotta go love on this kitty for just a minute. It's important to stretch our legs, so let's go pet the cat. She's adorable. I have to bring you with me. Creepily zoomed in. What a big yawn, sweet kitty. Oh, little baby. Pretty little baby. Do 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 do. Let's set the phone here like this. She's like, what are you doing? It's a kitty break, Ember. What do you want? Oh, you gonna scratch your back? She doesn't look happy at all, does she? It's because we woke her up. And by we, I mean me. But she got an itchy little lump on her chin. Anytime she's grumpy at me, I just itch her little lump. She's 19 years old. When I'm 300 in cat years, I hope somebody itches my itchy lump. Yeah, what you doing? Yeah, she said, don't touch me, you'll make me dirty. Blim blim. Nom nom nom. I love this cat. She's so tired of me. That okay. All right, back to work, everybody. The boss is back to work. But yeah, when it gets hot enough in here that Z and Ember are both panting, we'll just go and take everybody up to the bedroom where we've got our second air conditioner unit. We've only got the two that we can run right now without blowing fuses. So we'll just all close up in that room and hang out in the bed together with the AC going. Good excuse, yeah. Ooh, right on a mare. How's it going? Hey, Barbie, how are you doing today? And so, just bringing that around. I liked this pattern so much, Barbie, I decided that this is what August's craft-along kit is going to be. So, yo, we get to make a bunch of rings today. Oh, your Lily is 16. Aw, that's a good age. She's old enough to get her driver's license here in Missouri. So just bringing that spiral around. And now you can see, since I didn't do the additional spiral, I have quite a bit of excess wire. So I'm actually going to take this and I'm just doing a finger width, which is about, I measured it the other day ago, what is that, like 5/8 of an inch? Making sure I'm snipping the one that's coming off of the spiral, not the one that's kind of sneaking out from behind it. So it's a little over 1/2 inch. And then Barbie says you keep doing these awesome kits that I end up buying extras. Oh no. Well, it tickles me pink that you like what we're doing so much that you're, enjoying it and everything. That's really, this isn't a dress rehearsal. Let's have some fun with it. So we're just spiraling that down. And design-wise, do it however you like, but I like for this spiral to be a little bit smaller than that spiral, and I think it just makes it look kind of nice. But if we didn't do the next wrap, that would snag pretty easily on like clothes and hair and stuff. And then I'm going to take this, continue the direction that it was wrapping around, and I'm wrapping around the spiral as well. There we go. Oh, really, Holly? Right on, a mare. Well, all things in their time, and of course we always sell groovy cabochons on the website. We try to keep them in stock, and we send out the material lists in the tutorials as well as in the newsletter. So even if you miss a month's kit or something, you may still be able to assemble it. So just coming around town. There we go, a nice little spiral. And please do holler at me if I go out of frame. That way I'm not demonstrating to the void. I'm just shaping that around. And I give it a snip, and then I want to give it a nice little squish, and my bent nose pliers are probably my favorite pliers for this, but really the tool itself isn't super important. It's use what is your favorite way. So I'm going to give these a nice solid smush just because that's quite thick. Like, look at the thickness of this side versus this side. And now we're going to squish it, and let's see if we can watch it get squished. Wow, how underwhelming. There we go. It just gets it all squished down so that it's not bulky. Oh, and I love the marquee cut for on a finger ring. We ship on Mondays, Holly. So if I order an extra kit, it will have time to get to my parents so I can play while there. Ooh, right on. Will the kits have this shape cab or will it be various cabs? It'll be various, but I'm hoping that we'll have enough of the marquee to be able to do at least one marquee per each kit. So like, because the 55s, I think will be, like the 45s and 55s will be getting, I don't know about the 45s. Definitely the 55s will be getting 2 of the groovy cabs. Oh, well we still, Monday's a holiday. Well, crap. We're still going to be printing the orders and stuff. So yeah, I guess the mailman will be picking it up on Tuesday, first thing. So I don't know if that'll get there in time though. I mean, hopefully. I have no idea, Peggy. It's news to me. All right, let's go ahead and get it sized down. Persimmon says, your live stream is keeping me company while I do some figure drawing and character design. Ah, nice. Ooh, Vaporwave. What's Vaporwave? And again, trying to make sure that I'm pushing that wire so that the outermost wire is like on top. Maybe? I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm doing something and I'm like, yes, this is effective. And it's like, is it? Is it? And it's like, I'm having fun and that's pretty effective. Make the happy brain chemical. And then if I want to make sure that stuff is extra smushed, I can just bloop, roll it on the table. To just kind of, so I do this, and then if somebody wants it smaller in the booth, like let's see. Somebody say your ring size, and I'll make it be that ring size. Right now it's at around a 7.5. Oh, you're good, Giovanna. Ooh, right on. 6. Okay, so I'm going to size it down to a 5 first, and then I'll show. So again, I just put my pliers in, and I go ahead and I do this design first, because I've had some folks who, like, they were still cool with it, but they were a little bummed out. Like, they preferred the minimalist look of an unadjusted ring. And so that I'm not being misleading to folks, I'm just going to size it up to a 5. I wanted that shape to already be there so that the customer could know what to expect. Make it fancy. And so that one, size 5. And then if I wanted it to be a size 6, we'd just kind of push the ring mandrel in. That's why the gentle gradient, like, of the size of the ring mandrel is so handy and useful, specifically for doing this. So, ooh, y'all got petite hands. Makes a super cute knuckle ring, though. It makes me want to make some, like, fingernail tips. Like, whenever I get into lapidary, I'd love to be able to make some of these that are like labradorite claws. That'd be so fun. like a modified banjo pick, you know, on the fingertips. But yeah, so that's how I would resize them. And then like for me, I wear closer to a size 9. So I would just continue to size it up. Nice. Well, I guess I'm a 10 today. People plump when you cook them. And it is hot today again. Holly says maybe you could make a couple without finishing off the twist. So for those that want them without the adjustment. That is something that a person could do. I'm not going to be doing that for in my booth because we need all of them to be completely adjustable so that anybody who comes up can be able to buy them. Right on, Giovanna. Well, thank you guys. I really like them. And I like it because it's not moving around on me all the time. All right, next one. Let's do you want silver, copper, or bronze? Thank you so much, Kelly. Silver it is. And then do we wrap 1, 2, or 3? Like, I could do rings like that for a made to order, but we don't have any time to wrap at DragonCon, and that's specifically what I'm... when it is. That's specifically what we're currently prepping for, is vending at DragonCon. And so I have to be almost laser focused on just producing specifically for Dragon, because otherwise I'll get sidetracked off onto other fun things, and there ain't no time for fun right now. Well, I don't know. I'm having a bunch of fun, but cannot be swayed from my current path. We are on a collision course with fate right now to get ourselves moved to Alabama, to have hopefully the best Dragon Con we've ever had. That's what we're preparing for. And so it'll be in fate's hands beyond that, but we're doing our part as much as we can. So I'm going to twist 2, 3, 4. And so for this one, if you missed the beginning, I measured and cut 2 lengths of 14-inch wire, 14-inch lengths of 20-gauge wire, and then I did like 4 twist tie twists to get us up to this step. And now for here, you may be able to see right there how that is like super duper not in alignment with where the groove is. So I'm just going to press with my fingernail very gently to get it to hopefully be a little bit more in line. And then I'm going to hold here, and I'm just going to start cinching. I don't want to twist so much that the wire cuts through itself, but I really want it to be like snug and like in there. And one of my favorite things for you, hey Itzy, oh, how's it going? Oh, Mare, y'all being here, just hanging out with me, helps me to body double, because it's like I'm not getting distracted in the yard right now. I'm not being distracted by some YouTube video. I am focusing in and getting my stuff done. So, thank you guys for being here and helping me. And so now I'm going to come in on this side. Boop, boop. I just like spreading that so I can get my pliers in there. And then we're going to give it a nice little twist. Oh, we're doing really well, Itsy. We had some beautiful weather yesterday, opened the windows and everything. It was like 70 degrees. Randy mowed the whole yard like twice, I think, because he was like, it's never going to be this cool again. We need to get the yard done. So he like went through and got it all and then like lowered it and got it some more. Um, and so the yard's looking better than it has in like weeks and weeks, if not months. Ooh, folding my laundry. It's so backed up right on a mare. So hopefully we're both helping each other to be productive. But yeah, so now no wiggle in the cab. I'm going to get them lined up next to each other. And so if I were... sorry, just relaxing my neck and shoulders for a moment. If I were wrapping this to, like, let's say to fit me, but I want it to not have that adjustment on the sides, I would start wrapping at like an 11. And then that way, by the time I get done wrapping, it'll have shrunk down to around, a 9 or 10. Oh, Barbie. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Barbie. So just coming in and kind of doing that little right angle bend. Boop, boop. Just getting it to hug around. And you can see as soon as I let up on it, it starts to like relax out. That's why I like to come in and do that second layer of wrap, because it really just starts holding itself together. And again, treating those two wires like they're a ribbon that I don't want to get any twists in. And you can see I didn't quite hit the middle on that one. That's okay. That's all right. And so I'm going to come in here and we're just going to wrap, flump, and coming around on this side, doing that preliminary bend so that I can get it to come through. And then flump on that side. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. It's all twisted up. That's okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not making problems for future me. There we go. Getting that sorted out before I give it the old squishy smush. Here on this side. Oh, I love that. I love giving it the little squishy smush. And I'm just putting it in the jaws of my pliers and then going like boop. And it just closes up any gaps. So if you're able to see this very slight difference between this side and this side. Yes, baby? What's up, my kitty? You want to come yell at everybody on camera? Give me a moment, y'all. You okay? Yeah? All right. Well, good talk. She just wanted to come yell at me. Well, hey, Tim. How's it going? Yep. We live stream every Sunday now from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Doing our... I just stuck wire in my boo-boo. Doing our craft-along kit projects. Or whatever comes up. Let's see. Karen Marquetto says, email sent to cancel club membership. Will I get an email that it was canceled? Not until after the live stream when we've had a chance. Because it's just Randy and I running things here. So we'll need to go in and actually manually cancel it for you. Though I do hope that it will send you in a... we'll just reply whenever we get it done. That way you'll know. Alright, keeping those wires lined up with each other and then smush. Go down. Do, 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 do. Right on, Holly. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, making sure there's no twists in those band wires. And now I'm just going to come up here, splitting and splitting. And then I just want to make a quick little whoop, de-whoop. And we will be releasing a, like, I'm kind of glazing over, or glossing over things a little bit more than probably I should, because it's a live stream and I'm trying to keep up with chat and my elderly cat is yelling at me. But we will have a full-length tutorial that goes in depth on this design coming out soon, I hope. Well, hey, Obscure, how's it going? And so now we're going to snip that wire. Yep, bringing that wire around. And snip. And then I'm going to come in, holding the wires close to the tip of the pliers and as close to the tip of the wires as I can. Yes, baby? Well, come tell us about it. Alright, y'all, we're fixing to have a visit from the boss. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Who's my good big girl? Who's my good big girl? What you doing, pretty cat? She says you thought you'd be productive. Think again. Get to petting me. Joke's on you. I'm into that. It's very important to take kitty breaks. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love your purr. What a good girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, sweet baby. All right. So Ember, what we've done here, what we've done here is I've gone ahead. Hey, are you paying attention? You gotta pay attention. As soon as you grow thumbs, I'm gonna get you started wrapping these on your own. And then we're gonna wrap around this wire here. Ember, I feel like you're not paying attention. When she was a smidge younger, she used to like to take little balls of wire and take them off and play with them and like just carry them away and hide them in other corners of the room. We had a cat named Newton when I was a child who loved to chase milk rings, and she very similarly loved to chase little wads of wire. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I put projects all over your table? Oh, baby. Let's see if we can get this fixed. Yeah, how's that? A little room for the booty. Yeah, screw my whole setup. Let's clear it off for the cat. Oh, really? Let's keep watching this. Romeo, hey, Anita. My Baichan has followed me all around carrying this morning until I sat down at my jewelry making desk, and now he went to sleep. Well, he says, get to work, Mama. I need kibble and treats. Donna says, Kirito sits on my tools so I can't work. He wants to help. Yeah. We always joke and call Ember upper management because when she shows up, productivity halts. It comes to a screeching halt. Yeah. No, this is Chaos doesn't want to help. She wants to annoy me. Oh, look at your little micromanager. I know, she does so good. She does so good. The business, I swear, would fall apart without her. And she's like, you're darn right. Nay. Whee. Boop, boop, boop. What in the name of artism is happening here? Okay, there we go. Put the horse toy away. Okay. Back to all the cat fur's free. Cats just know when you're trying to get something done, don't they just? Our cats are watching your cat. Their names are Tiger, Lily, Mia, Clyde, and Philo. Oh, Philo or Philo? They also know when you need them. Yeah, she certainly does. A truer friend there has never been than this sweet, grumpy kitty. Oh, really? Alright, so we snipped him. Let's squish him. Do a step, pet the cat. Do a step, pet the cat. Wow, Karen says granddaughter's kitty had one baby kitten 2 days ago, Calico, and it's named Sophia. Oh, I love that. All right, well, that's looking pretty good. Ember, what do you think? I'm going to go ahead and split these. Now, I'm sure there's probably other ways of doing the resizing on these, but this has been working, and I don't feel like reinventing the wheel right before Dragon Con. So, I will gotcha. Then at 19, just having her around it all is such a blessing. Your tail looks uncomfy, baby. What you doing? What you doing? She said, don't touch my butt. They really be like, you're not allowed to get serotonin from anyone but me. What? My cat, Mr. Patrick, always lays on my drawing book when I'm doing my art. Oh, well, he's just trying to help. When we were kids, Newton would come and lay on, we were homeschooled, so we'd be doing our Saxon math books at the kitchen table, and we were allowed to take breaks if Newton came and laid on either the book or our papers. So We called him homework cat. Speaking of those tips again, oh wee. The lighting in here is not doing any favors on this cabochon. There it goes. What do you think, Ember? She's unimpressed. I know what'll brighten your day, Ember Cat. Catnip every day, every day, every day, catnip every day, every day, every day, catnip every day, every day. Oh yeah, oh man, y'all. She loves catnip. Catnip every day, every day, every day. If you don't tell your catnip or your cat about catnip, who will? She also loves valerian root. I'm glad I just cleaned off the table. We're gonna need to grow some more catnip. We're running low. Oh, let's get some. All right. Well, there you go. She's gonna be a high kitty pie. Have you ever tried Olive? Oh wow, she is happy. Yeah. Will she get the zoomies now? There's no telling. But you know, maybe she'll just enjoy the bird watching a little more. She's gonna be elevated. She slobbered all. I gotta go get a tissue. Just rub the cat slobber in. That's how you know it's good. Yeah. What a good kitty. Sun so high. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right. Well, we've got 2 more rings already set up for. Do we do copper or bronze, y'all? Cat slobber is free, right? My boy will always in the catnip before eating it. Copper it is. We'll do bronze next. Let Ember choose the wire. I think I'll let her choose the cabochons if she's not completely disinterested. Ember, would you like this one or this one? Well, that one it is. And I don't know if it's because it's closer to her. But she picked this one. So, do you have a round cap? Not currently grooved. But I'd like to be able to demonstrate she has spoken. All right, on Karen. We'll have to check that out. I'm not able to check the community page while we're live streaming. Oh, because I normally do that on my phone, but we'll check it over in Kick. How did it go, though? Did you like it? Did you have a good time, I hope? All right, so we're just getting these 2 wires set up there into the side, and then bending this one around. Whoop. Uh-oh. That's still pretty good. And bending this one around. There we go. Once we get the tips wrapped. Barbie says I'd like to see a round one done. Okay. Well, let's see what we can muster up, because I may have one over on the desk, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to get in there and we're going to grab it and we're going to cinch down. But I do want to make sure that it's nestling into the grooves. Yeah, because you can see right here, if we don't guide it first and just start tightening, then it doesn't guide it into the groove. We need to actually press it down and in. There we go. Ooh, nearly ready for embellishments. That's so exciting. Kitsune. So there we go on that side. Let's do a little bit of adjusting on the other side. Whew, I can feel it getting hotter and hotter. That's all right. We'll deal. I'll just use my great big fan. All right. Drink's a good idea, yeah.
What's going on with your microphone?
I was using my hand fan.
Oh,
Did it stop now?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was just the wind from the hand fan. Ember, you're kind of in the danger zone. I gotta watch out for the cat. I don't want to be poking her with wires. Oh, I was just excited for you, Kitsune, that you're ready for the embellishments. That's such a fun stage. Just commentating. Holly says, "No, it's time for fetch." Apparently, my cats play fetch, but dog is like, nah. No. Ooh, I'm doing a T-Rex head now. My grandson loves dinosaurs. Now they are on a much smaller scale than yours. Right on. Oh, that's so cool, though. And then I'm just traveling around this way. Being in frame would help. So we're going to be live streaming on Kick from 3 to 6 p.m. this evening, working on, we have 21 dragon heads in the works in preparation for Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia on Labor Day weekend. There we go. And then we're just going to come around on this side. Let's get that nice little... I bet we could add a bead to that. Again, I told myself I was going to make 10 rings in exactly this design. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 9 and that'll be 10. And then I can start deviating and getting wild. It's just trying to make sure I meet my minimum quotas for production on a design before letting it mutate into something else, just because, again, we can only sell what we've made. And I'm really, really hoping that this will be our best Dragon Con ever, which is going to be wild because it's been the best Dragon Con ever, like the past, 2 years, 3 years. So if I keep just preparing for the best year ever, maybe it'll keep being the best year ever. Sometimes, I know it doesn't always work that way. Trust me, I know it doesn't always work that way. But I live on that hope, Every ring, every pendant, every necklace is a little prayer for a wish to come true. Oh, there's a cardinal in the tree. That's a one oh there's people across the street too. Sorry, I don't mean to be nosy at the people, but where's the bird at? There's the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird is the bird is the bird. Bird. Do you see the bird in the tree? It's right. Where's my hand? It's right there. Oh yeah, a little cardinal hiding in the branches. All right, I'll get back to work. Sorry. Do what, Randy?
I would like to see the bird.
Show me the bird. I want to see the bird, baby. Amirmir was here earlier. Are you still with us, Amirmir? She might have been consumed by the laundry. Yeah. But in the new house, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't have a window to craft under. So I'm going to miss that. I don't do as much crafting as I'd like to over here. It's mostly just when I'm live streaming. But it is always, I do love getting to peek out the window. So we'll have to figure something out in the new house. Because there's lots of windows in the upstairs, but not nearly so many down in the basement where the craft rooms are going to be. And so now I'm just doing that double wrap. Again, we're using 20 gauge wire. Giving it a little snip. Ooh, set up some kind of live trail cam. Oh, that'd be neat. Oh, that'd be so cool. We were having a, like, I like the way you're thinking. I don't know, is there a trail cam that you can live stream from? Because I watched some folks on Kick called House of Cluck who do a live stream of their chickens. Have a live feed to a screen. That would be really cool. Over on Kick, before it got so hot that the Kick phone started overheating, because we use an app called Droid Cam to turn old cell phones into basically Bluetooth webcams. And we would set a camera up on the front porch so that we can spy on that hummingbird feeder. And instead of it being all blurry through the window, it's like, as good as resolution as what the camera can be. Well, hey, baby. Well, that one looks pretty good, too. And you're just restocking the colors that... Mm-hmm. Nice. That's a very good length for me.
Good. It's tight on me.
Okay. I trust your judgment, because, again, that's on your end of the table. Yeah. So, it just... I haven't sold a bracelet in years, so you're the one who takes care of all that. You don't know what you're doing to me in those Crocs, by the way.
And the Crocs?
Yeah.
That I've worn every day for years?
They still look good on you. It's like his legs are sculpted from marble. He is beautiful. I don't know what to... I don't know. I'm glad I married him because I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Well, hey, Amirmir, welcome back. But yeah, so we'll have like a hummingbird camera. And I think that'd be really cool to have like a couple of different bird feeders set up and we could like rotate through camera views. Like, I don't know. I just want to be able to spy on my yard. So I took a moment for Sasquatch appreciation. Randy Squatch appreciation. Burger o'clock, says Kitsune. I think we're having freezer pizzas for lunch, which is going to be phenomenal. There we go. And there we go. Oh, we just been making some more rings. I'm very pleased with how that one is looking. And again, we make them all to a relatively Like a size 7 is about what fits on our ring displays the best. Because this is the style of ring display that we used to use, but they are easy to steal, the whole display and everything. So I just use them for taking pictures. Well, then I guess I'm nasty. Oh, I'm so nasty. This is my nasty kitty. Nom 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 nom. Sorry. I can't help but feed the trolls. But on the ring displays that we have, they are only about this tall from like here up. So if I do too big of a ring, it slides down, but I really need it to be centered up here on this area. So, oh, thank you so much, Kitsune. One of Randy's aunts said to me that she was like, you know, God can move mountains, but he likes it when you bring a shovel. And I was like, hot dog. Randy and I are both here with our shovels, so we're hoping that we can put in the hard work and make our dreams come true. And so far, so good. Y'all are helping it to happen. But yeah, so that's why I'm sizing them at that side. So we got one more. It's the bronze one. Oh, look, you got yourself banned. Not make moderator. There we go. Ooh, Holly says, sent you photos of my groovy cabs. I had to make front and back things to hold the cabs in. Okay. I hope that I can be helpful to you, Holly. Will you be able to make it to this afternoon's Kick live stream? Or if you'd rather, we can just discuss it privately in the email. So yeah, just trying to get that kind of centered up as best I can. But if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. Zephyr decided to come visit. Nice. Gotcha. Well, I'll try my best to be helpful to you. I'll reply to your email after this morning's stream. Ruckus wants my burger. So there's quite a bit of space, but that's okay. We are going to come in here and just twist. And again, trying to make sure that those wires are lined up. And then I'm going to split on this side and come in. And then I'm going to tighten it up a little bit more on the other side. Again, just for real good measure. There we are, no wiggle or anything. So now I'm going to use my nylon jaw pliers, and I just want to kind of womp, 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 and it just pushes the wire into the cabochon just a little better, especially like right there. Just burnishing it in. There we go. Very pleased with how that is looking. Poor Ruckus, says Peggy. Well, hey, Brenda, how's it going? Yeah, we're doing a live stream today of our August craft along project, which is this wire wrapped grooved ring. And I'm doing the last one that I had prepped. You good? You went down? All right. There you go, sweet girl. Yeah, well, I'm sorry I set you down. You seemed like you wanted down. Okay. There's no pleasing her. Well, hey, Liz in Peru. She bites if you don't pet her right away? Hot dog. She was like, I have already communicated my needs. I live in servitude to our pets, but it is happy. I am happy to do so. Yep. It's like she's over there going, I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My friends have all gone. What? Kitsune says Ruckus's life is so hard. He had to sleep on the floor like an animal last night because it was his brother's turn on the bed. Do they not share well? Oh, Ember. Y'all, I can't even. Look at this sweet little baby. I have to put her back up. Productivity be damned. Oh. There you go. There you go. The endless cycle. Is that better? She said no. Cause you set me down in the first place. Why would you have done this? Okay. So we're going to come around this way and do our little spiral. Well, hey, Pro. Ember Propool says, howdy, Ember. She purring. How are you doing today, Pro? Did y'all catch some of that cool weather yesterday? What's Daddy got? What's he shaking? I think I need to up her catnip dosage. Randy goes, bah. Sunday mornings are so relaxing here at the Back to Earth Creations house, right? It's a good morning in the craft room. But as we do some shameless self-promoting for the August Craft Along kits, where you too can make one of these groovy wrapped wire wrap rings with us. Now the $15 kit just comes with the cabochons, but if you also want the 2 spools of wire, one in 20 gauge and one in 28 gauge, because we're also going to do some bonus projects throughout the month. Oh, I guess I cracked my thumbnail. Oh, it just flaked. Okay. We did. It's so nice. No humidity and 90 is awesome. Hope you're all enjoying it too. It is good. It is very good. I like that little bit of break in the weather. It had been so hot and humid that it was not the best, but that's okay. We made it through. We are resilient. gardening this morning because Randy got the whole yard really nice and mowed for me yesterday. So now I can go out there and it really draws attention to the spots that need hand weeded and edged and stuff. And so I just do a little bit, but really a little bit every day adds up into some real progress. That's over the years, that's probably been one of my favorite things, aside from just the joys of keeping chickens, is it keeps me going outside. Hey Randy, when you're done doing what you're doing, could you help me with something?
What's up?
Could you move that heavy ottoman off the couch and put it on the ground so Z can have more room?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Floof. Oh, the live channel's forecast? Well, the nice thing about the weather is, you know, time will tell. Well, hey, Carol, how's it going? Oh, that's nice, Anita. Cuddling and watching the rain. Do you have a covered deck? So I bet that was lovely. So I mean, really downsize these.
Well,
What's up, baby?
I don't believe we have any more dreams.
Of the hacky?
Yeah.
Mm.
What is that, 16-day transfer?
Yeah. We may be able to check the overflow trays.
What is that at?
The ones that I had handed you.
Okay.
There we go. But yeah, do you see how I kind of pushed those in so they'll sit snug up against the ring mandrel? That's an important step when resizing. Good, just have salmon bagels. Ooh, for late breakfast. How are you? I'm doing really well. Just finished my 10th wire wrapped ring for our booth at Dragon Con. I'm gonna go ahead and size it up just a little bit more, but that's how I would size it to be worn by a quite petite size. But let's bring it on up to a size 7. There we go. Wow, a little robot mower. Are those like a Roomba but for your yard? I'm gonna go peek real quick to see if I have a round grooved cabochon. That way I can change that. Oh, thank you for moving the ottoman, honey. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. We're gonna go on an adventure and rummage through some drawers. And here's my Z-Dog, all squeaky clean, but still has his cone on because he hates his feet. Yeah, my big boy. My sweet baby. He's 15 years old. Give me them toes. Give me them toes. All right. Okay, we're over here at the drawer in question. Do we have a grooved round cabochon? Ooh, these look cool. We do. It's not labradorite, but there's a roundish one. Ooh, here's another one that's kind of roundish. No groove in that one though. You okay, honey? Well, that might just be what... No, you have all of the colored rings in the house. Alright. So, Barbie, I don't have any round labradorites, but I do have these two roundish. Will these work for the demonstration? They do. Well, these two do. We lost... Millie ate her kennel blanket and did herself in, and Callie only made it to 3. And then Sam lived to be 13 years old. But we're blessed. We're blessed to get to have so much time with our pets. He was able to be programmed to cut on a schedule. Wow. Well, hey, Hollis, how's it going? Yep, the green one. Excellent. What color should we wrap it in? I'm thinking vintage bronze, but that's just me. "13 is a good age, especially for a larger dog. They were definitely big, medium dogs. Ooh, okay. Brenda says, I'm wondering what price kit I needed to order to get, for example, all the rings for the July kit or the clay kit, including the clay craft along. I went to upgrade from the $15 one. Just to the 25. We'll get you the project pack as well, Brenda. And then from there, you get the same amount of like wire or rings, but you get more cabs the higher your subscription level is. Vintage bronze, right on. Let me find. Yeah, Brenda. So now starting from scratch. So if y'all missed it, here we go. We are using the 20 gauge vintage bronze. Here's an ember cap for scale. And so I'm going to measure anywhere from 14 to 16 inches. And I'm going to cut once. Ow, that hit my leg on the way down. That okay. Super durable. And then we're going to do a second cut. It's a good day. And then cut. So there we are. Tidying up. And then I want to locate the center of our wire, and then I'm going to offset by about like anywhere from a 1/2 inch to a whole inch. And now this is a really handy tool for this. It's called a ring clamp. They have some with wing nuts, but I get tangled on the hardware that pokes out, so I really like the wedge. But I'm just going to put that in there. And the thing is you can't just, oh, it's in there. No, you have to like bear down on it. And now I'm not going to be having any trouble with it. And so from here, we can open. And this is just so much more ergonomic and stable. And we're going to twist once, twice, thrice, and then a 4th to grow on. And that's it. That's all I needed that for. But it makes that step super easy. And you can see it didn't even mar up my wire. And then I just put it in there. And then right into my little organizer that I love, because it helps me. I mean, I'm still this while I'm working, but having a place where they go whenever I'm done crafting helps me to get my whole situation just tidied right back up. And so now I'm going to come in with some, because do you see how I bent it off to the sides, but it's still like curved? I want to flatten that. and then flatten that. There we go. And we get to decide to blow off the cat hair. Do I want it like this? Let me know in the chat, y'all. Do you want it like this, or do you want it like this? Or do we go diagonal? Kind of like it like that. Oh no, Amer, horizontally, gotcha. There we go. So now we're gonna place those grooves onto the wire. And something that may be able to help with that is if I come in here and bend, and then like it's just a little bit of a bend, but I'm hoping that it will, oh yeah, just make it nestle up nice and in there. So laying that 20 gauge wire into the round, and I'm holding like this to maintain tension, because otherwise it's still going to be like slipping out and stuff and a little bit fumbly. It is always my preference to have this wire, the wire closest to me, on top, because I tend to twist away while I'm working. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, I didn't need to do 5, but it'll be fine. And so again, you can see right here how it's just lifted up and out of that groove just a smidge. Well, I'm just going to press down. There we go, just to get that lined up. Probably should have done that before I tightened it, but it'll be fine. And so now I'm going to come over to this side, and let's give it a nice twist, because I want this very nice and settled into the cab. I don't want any kind of wiggle or anything like that. Well, hey Cassandra, how's it going? And then just bending these off to the side. Now, whenever you start to hit, sorry, Ember, wider stones, you'll see how it's not making good contact. The wire isn't making contact with the sides. Like there's that gap. That is okay. It's just something to be mindful of that doesn't happen on the narrower stones. Oh my gosh, I'd love to make us a bunch of like tiny cabochons and groove them and then wrap them, like maybe like by tiny, I guess I should say like 6 to 8 millimeter cabochons. That'd be really cool. And again, you can do this with a large holed coin bead. This is one of the lampwork glass beads I had made. I was trying. Not everything comes out perfect, and that's okay. I still like it. And so just wrapping right there. Oops, sounds like the washer and dryer are ready to swap. And bringing that around. And so I'm just bringing, thank you, baby. And so now I'm just going to press these two wires. I want these like kind of tightened up close to each other so that I can come through, train that wire through like that, and twist. And then I'm going to smush. making sure that everything's still laying nice and flat to itself. And then I'm going to come here, making sure that these wires are next to the previous wires. The ones that are going under the stone are just kind of supporting the back side of it. I just like the way it beefs up the shoulders. Like, I guess, I don't know if we'd have to do that step. That's just kind of what I've been doing. Okay, so that one's been squished and smushed. Let's get this one nice and traveling around to make sure that those wires aren't crossing. And then I'm going to come in here and squish. There we are. And then I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to curve around. There we are. And so grabbing the wire that's closest to the cap, and I hold out like an inch or two away from where the spiral is, or the spiral is happening. And just turning the whole piece and letting that wire come and lay down. And now I'm going to use my very petite round nose pliers, which I've done this before, but in case you haven't seen it. These are the ones I usually use, and then these are my petite round nose. And so you can see there's really, that's quite a size difference. The petite ones aren't as effective on anything thicker than a 20 gauge, but man, I really like the teeny tiny little loops that I'm able to get by using these little guys. I do want to make sure that I'm not biting the wire with my pliers though. And if it starts to look a little three-dimensional, I like to just get in there and give it a good little squish. And then with these ones, I don't want to be flipping to go backwards, because if you can see underneath, I want this to be coiled in the same pattern it was already wrapping. I think it helps it to be a little sleeker, a little more sleek. And then I'm going to come around like so. Whoop, there's one wrap. And then, whoop, there's two wraps. And then I like to get up in there and give it a little snip. And then squish on down. Just tuck in that little pokey bit. So let's do that again on the other side. I love these too, Giovanna. And you could also use flat nose pliers to flatten out that spiral. And then I'm just going to come in here and thread through. There's one. And there's two. And then we're going to give it a little snip. And all of these scrap wire that I have been accumulating over here on the side is pretty great for making little wire wrapped bead links and for practicing spirals. So let me take the last couple of minutes of our stream today to tidy up my work surface and utilize some of that scrap wire to make something, because I don't believe in scrap wire. I think there's a use for everything. And if there's a crafter, there's a way. So whenever you're using larger cabochons like this, it can kind of start to affect like what ring size you can size down to. But really the client is always right in matters of taste, so if they like it, you did it right. So there's that, and we can actually pinch that in a little tighter. There we go. Just because it makes it nice for, I like it when my rings sit just in that finger bend area. Or we can get in there and make it and that's how it sits. And I just love it. So now let's see. Oh, here I've got a little bit of scrap 22 gauge. With this, I'm going to take my mandrel pliers and just make a little coil. And whenever that little end gets, I just roll it on the table. And now we've got just a little, you can make like pretty neat spacer beads and stuff with that technique. Let me go grab something though. Because, well, you know, this is just hoarding with more steps, but it makes me happy, and, you know, I'll take that wherever I can get. But I like to use these little bottles to put scrap wire that's, like, unusable. You know, I can't think of something else to use it for, so I just put them in these bottles because I'm making a little miniature cabinet, you know, to be like a little mini workshop. And we can just put that in there. And then any of the wire bits that are too small for me to do something with. Because, like, let's see. These ones are pretty small. I've got a bigger bottle. Let me go grab a bigger bottle. So here, this one is about 2 inches tall. Perfect for the shorter pieces. Though I don't know, before I get all willy-nilly, let me grab, ooh, y'all want to help me pick out some beads? We have 2 minutes, but I'll see what we can do. Pick a color. First color in the chat will be the one that the drawer that I opened. Ooh, it's 1 o'clock. Well, that's too bad. I'm gonna do this one. Wait. Say a color. Blue. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. No, that's still green. That's still green. A blue. I'm gonna use these ones because I think they're pretty. They're a nice little silver lined size something another, but just something nice and tiny. And so what I like to do is we'll get a little pinch of these out. Just let's see, how long is this one? That is literally 1 inch long. Can we make a link with an 1 inch long piece of 20 gauge wire? I bet yes. And so making just a really tiny little and then putting this on the other end. And then I'm going to take this and bend it the other way. We could have used a larger bead. It's looking like I probably could have gotten away with maybe a full-on 4 or 6 millimeter bead. And then I'm going to snip right there because I want it to be about, and that's the size of wire I like to put in that little jar. But yeah, while I sit here just kind of looking out the window, I like to make little bead links. There we go, getting them lined up. It's tricky when they're wee bitty like this, but it's worth the effort, I think. I'm going to snip that off just a little bit more. Another little tidbit of into the jar. So yeah, like I said, hoarding with more steps, but it's fun. And my brain loves dopamine. Yes. But yeah, so now we can take this, and especially for if you want to do like a little bead fringe on something. So if I have a piece that is 1 inch long, I can make a teeny tiny little link. And you could actually do probably a whole bracelet of these just like linked together. So just real quick, let me do another. And I'm not even worried about mixing metal tones on this. Okay, real quick reminder. We are going to be streaming on Kick from 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's kick.com/back-to-earth-creations. You can sign up for our notification newsletter to get the streaming link emailed directly to you. That way you don't have to take up any brain space on it. You can just get the email and decide from there if you want to, like in the email it usually says what we're going to be working on. It has the links to where you can join in on the live stream. And we have all sorts of different giveaways going on over on Kick. Oops, I've knocked over my bottle. Beep boop. Oh, I missed again. Ooh, there it goes. But yeah, so anytime that I've got technically scrap wire, I like to just come through and make something out of it, because it's good for the imagination, for one. It's good practice on making uniform sized links, or not uniform, which is okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we can open one and hook the other one on it. And so like, I think a really fun earring design would be making, ooh, what's one of the longer ones? Here's a longer one. So this one I'm going to turn into a spiral. And so keep in mind, if you have some of your own beads, you'll be able to make your own version of this scrap project from your August Craft Along kit. So there's our little spiral. I'm going to make this come up this way, because that'll be where the earring kind of hooks through. And then we can shape this over just a smidge. Let's hit it with a hammer. Ember, you're probably not going to like this, but you're also pretty deaf, so I don't know if you'll even notice. We have our hammer. Loud noises, everybody. I'm just going to risk my fingertips. Because this parawire takes being hammered really well. So the hammering, not only does it give it a really nice, like, cool texture, but it also work hardens it. And that way, it can support what we're hanging off of it, which would be, it's going to take some creative visualization because I'm not going to be able to finish the whole project. But I want that closed kind of cute and nice. So if you wanted to do like a nice little fringe earring, we could hang a charm off the tip of that and then just do one bead on either side. And it's just a fun little, like, out of scrap wire, you guys. Like, so it's just fun. No stress, just fun. Which really, we could even do another little spiral as the charm hanging off the end. But this one, I want to have it be, like, right next to itself, like, shoulder to shoulder. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Like, I want it to look like a spring spiral. Like how you'd find in like a watch or something. And you can make these however large as small as you like. Ideally, I'd have picked 2 pieces of wire that, this might just be a single thing. Instead of, if I wanted 2 spirals to match, I would use 2 same lengths of wire. But you can, and we go over how to do spirals like this in depth in our wire wrapping masterclass that I had mentioned earlier in the stream. There are 7 different lessons, and we go over everything from making very basic bead links to making spirals. And I feel very hopeful that if you follow along and actively practice with the videos, you'll be able to be able to follow along with anyone's tutorial, whether it's mine or a video or a written tutorial you find on Etsy. Well, that just pinged across the room. It might be in my coffee. I don't know. Let's give it one good look for. Because it is shiny and copper. I should be able to find it. Yep, I think it's gone forever. Oh well. It was really nice though. It was like the best spiral I've made all day. But that would have gone right on the end here. So, I don't know, just different ideas, you guys. So that is the end of today's stream though. So, she's on a roll. Uh-oh, yeah, I was getting into that. Oh, it smacked my finger. Oh, sassy cat. I've smacked my fingers so much. Let's hit it with a hammer. So, will 2 beads fit? Oh, I don't know. It depends on the length of the wire. Well, hey, Angelique. You had just caught us right at the end. Oh, and I'm so devastated. I just lost my little spiral that I was making. Where did you go? I mean, it just pinged right across the house. Is it under the couch? Let me get down. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff under the couch. Not my spiral, though. Oh, well. Oh, way to fixate. That's going to bother me all day. All right, you guys. So that's it. This is our live stream for this morning. Send us an email if you have any questions. And I'll see y'all this afternoon over on Kick. So man, it's just going to bug me. Whale. We were going to pack the whole house up to move anyways. Maybe I'll find it when we move. But I'll see y'all later. So thank you guys so much for being here and for being you. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye. Yeah, we stopped the stream and then we're going to